The Hash It Out Show is brought to you by Boyd's ATA Black Belt Academy in Marrero, Louisiana. Barreto Home Solutions. Bayou Audio and Video. Hot Works on the North Shore. JFK Martial Arts in Mandeville and Covington. Lil Dizzy's Cafe. Kuman of Gretna. Kaylin Parker of Magnolia Wealth Strategies. Moe's Pizza. Buck's Snow Whiz. CC's Children Blocks. The Pierre Family in Lafayette, Louisiana. Leo Auto Glass. The Juber Family in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Dat Kitchen Restaurant in Chalmette, Louisiana.
Hands up, hands up, hands up. If you winning and you don't give a fuck about a hater, tell them move. Clear my area, move. Clear my area, move. Clear my area, move. Clear my area. Cause I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Hash It Out Show. I'm your host, JB, the sports guy. We got a good one for you all tonight. Y'all know later on, we got the picks. Week 1 of the picks. It's going down. Who's going to win week 1 of the picks? That's somebody's mindset. Well, some other ones, like, just got to winning at the end in the week 10. What's up, George Peppers? What's going on, brother?
What's up, JB? It's good, man. Took an unexpected day off today. Just uh, fresh and ready to rock and roll. And like you, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Just saying.
I hear you.
Right?
I hear you. And we got the one and only VK Jones. What's up, VK Jones? What's happening, man?
What's going on, man? Like, tag, share, subscribe to the Hash It Out Show, all social media platforms. We are in week 1 of the high school football season. We're about to get it rolling. The Hash It Out Show game of the week. We kick it off tomorrow. Sophie B, Wright, and Bonnable to kick it off. And then Saturday night, the St. Augustine Purple Knights against the Ron Eagles of McDonough, 35. So should be an interesting one. And, everybody gonna throw their shots and whatever, but I'm ready to roll with it, man. It's nothing. Let's go.
It ain't nobody throwing shot.
Who threw a shot?
Nobody.
Who threw a shot? That's what you've been saying about week 1. Nobody threw a shot.
No. No, the undertones that I'm hearing. It ain't no shots. I know what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Tiffany.
The marathon, the sprint, all this other stuff.
That's not shots. That's facts.
I know it's facts, but a brother like me ain't trying to hear it. I'm focused. I'm lazy.
Jared, I need a favor from you, sir.
That's what it is.
What you need?
Get this man a Noopy, like they do for the babies.
I think after week 1 you're gonna need a muzzle.
Muzzle. Try it.
Muzzle after week
So
1.
y'all taking off from last night again?
No, not at all. Not at all. It is a new season. It is a new season. It's excitement in the air. Exactly, Austin. But it is excitement in the air. A lot of schools are dreaming about getting to that second weekend in December in the Caesars Superdome. And only 16 teams can make it. 8 championship games. 16 teams will be there. And who gets there is the funny part. How will the story be written? How will the stories be written? Scripts. Who's going to go? Who will surprise? Are the expected teams going to get there? It starts tomorrow night as we give you the first of many games this year on the Hash It Out Show Games of the Week. Sophie B, Wright, Bonnable, 2 young aspiring coaches, 2 coaches trying to change culture, winning cultures, establish winning cultures at their respective schools. It's going to be a fun matchup for sure tomorrow night. Then Saturday, we got McDonough 35 and St. Augustine, an old rivalry renewed once again. And perception is not always reality. Two great coaches in that matchup, Frank Daggs and Robert Valdez. People are going to say Aug is a favorite, and they are. But it's a rivalry, and rivalries breed a lot of contempt. And that is what we bring you this week for week one. Oh, yeah, the picks. Now, I know one game that's going to be on there that I hope nobody's assuming I'm picking one way. I won't say nothing. I'll leave it alone. It's not the games we're doing because we at the Hash It Out Show do not pick the games that we broadcast. That is a unwritten rule established by us. And two lessons from this past weekend. One, football is here because I saw a lot of college football. And two, the three of us need to take a bucket list trip. One trip, Paris, France for a WWE pay-per-view. Them dudes.
Nope.
No, hell yeah, I would
You
go.
go. Peace.
Oh, I would.
I ain't going.
I would. No, that crowd is silly. It's silly good.
Crowd is wonderful.
Better than
I ain't
American
going.
crowds.
Anyway,
let's roll.
It might be too much on the
7:25.
spot,
We have Coach Munchie Legaux joining us, the head coach of Sophie B. Wright. And it's funny because it didn't hit me till after the show. I say, wait a minute. Andre Anthony was at Carr, so was Munchie Legaux at Carr. And when I think of Munchie Legaux, a lot of people will sit there and say Jabbar Jalouk and his staff, they were part of that, having Carr start to build and become a dominant factor in high school football. But for some reason with me, I think of that quarterback. And I think of Munchie Legaux as the player that when all this started happening, when the uprise of Edna Carr. And Munchie goes down as one of the greatest Carr quarterbacks of all time. VK, man, you got to see Munchie play. Your thoughts about Munchie as a quarterback at Edna Carr?
I'm very curious to ask him the question tonight about the instant growth, as in his height, because you look at how he plays, he always was a playmaker and everything else. But at the same time, man, check this out. I remember Munchie was a good 5'9", maybe 5'8", 5'9", close to 5'10". And it was his sophomore year. And then all of a sudden, the next year, he's a junior. I talked to Jabbar Jalouk, me and him pretty tight. He said, come in for a minute. I said, what's up? Take a look at that young man right there. I was like, yeah, the quarterback, right? Yeah, the quarterback. No, that is, right? I said, I don't know. He's pretty tall. That's Munchie. What? I was like, that can't be Munchie. I said, yes, that's Munchie. I said, oh my God. Remembering, and this kind of reminds me of the days, this kind of give you a story a little bit about, I don't know if you remember the story of David Robinson, how his height, how he had a quick spurt late in his career. You know what I'm saying? Like late high school going into college when he went to Navy. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't always 7 foot. He was like a little 6'6", and then all of a sudden, when he was just about to go to Navy, he sprouted to 7 feet. So that's what kind of made me think about that, because Munchie going from 5'9" to 6'3.5", 6'4", like wow, in a year. And we already knew what type of quarterback he was anyway, but with the height added on there and the accuracy was a lot more dangerous than it was. So he was a playmaker. He really was a great quarterback. And the Carr really set the tone for many quarterbacks to come after Munchie.
Yeah.
It really started a trend more than anything else. And especially he actually groomed Tonka George to the year that he had. So, Munchie's amazing, and it's unbelievable what he had at Carr. He went through a lot in the college ranks, but it's a blessing. He is out here still walking, moving around, and not just that, giving back to the game.
Yeah, that knee injury at Cincinnati, man. Oh, man.
Yes.
It was something that we all did not wish for him, and we didn't want to see it on live TV, man, because a lot of people out here in the New Orleans area were pulling for Munchie Legaux. They were pulling strong and hard for Munchie, man. And when that knee injury happened, man, it just felt like somebody took something out of you. But George Peppers, you saw Munchie play. Your thoughts?
I mean, incredibly good athlete, good quarterback, a good zip on the ball, very commanding in the pocket. That's the thing I noticed, and I didn't want you to bring up that injury, boy, because I saw that thing live, and it makes your stomach cringe when you see it.
Yeah,
And if for those of you that want to, don't won't even encourage you to see it. It was no. It's just and what would you have done if that wouldn't have happened? We never know. We will never know. But you said something very interesting that Lego will go down as one of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of Etna Carr. There have been
yeah.
some studs. There have been some studs. Alden Clark, Tonka George,
Alden
and the
Clark is
young
on his
man.
coaching staff.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
he's on Bonham. He's on Bonham's coaching staff.
Bonnable's coaching staff. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bonnable.
Mm-hmm.
And the young man that's there now, John Johnson, Hollywood. Where does Here's the discussion I wanted to have. Where do you put Hollywood if they win another state title this year? Amongst that list.
do I have to answer that now? Where would I put Hollywood?
No,
Do I have to answer that now?
let's go in hypothetical. Let's say Edna Carr, a lot of people expect them to win state, right? In Division
That's
One. They're
correct.
the favorites to win it, correct? There's a few teams that have a chance at them. I mentioned one of them last week, Baton Rouge Catholic. All has a chance. Um, but let's say Edna Carr wins it. And they do it again in dominating fashion. Where does John Johnson rank amongst that annals of history for Edna Carr? Let's say they do it. We're going to answer it in a hypothetical sense.
I'm just gonna say this.
Hmm.
John Johnson wins 2 championships for Edna Carr. Just know, there's probably people looking up to him
Yep.
from the bottom of that list. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hmm.
Well, if John Johnson winds up winning a second straight title, he will be considered the all-time winner in the car history. He'll be considered the all-time winner. Right now, the all-time winner at Edna Carr right now is Alden Clark. If he wins that second one, he will pass him. Alden Clark went to 2 state championship appearances, winning one. But for John Johnson, for him having a chance, like coming in his first try, winning it, but this time going to try to go back to back, that will be very huge. And he and also that senior class
Wow.
will be the maybe the most all time winners up in there. But we cannot forget about those past Edna Carr teams, and we're talking about the teams that went the 4 straight titles route. But they'll be out there as one of the all-time winners. The all-time winners, I can't forget, is whoever was 4 years and went to the 4 straight and won 4 straight for Carr. That's the all-time winners over at the Carr. Whoever was there for 4 years for the 4 straight championships. That was history in itself. But what we're seeing is history with John Johnson if he wins 2 straight, and especially that senior class, especially what district that they come from.
All right, let's get back to the topic at hand. Oh, not Alden Clark. I'm sorry, Munchie Legaux. Get back to Munchie, man, because I mean, Munchie, there you go slurping the drink. Come on, bro.
I'm sorry.
You had nothing in that cup. Nothing in the cup.
I should have muted it. My bad.
Nothing in the cup. Good Lord. Back to Munchie Legaux, man.
Yeah.
Look, seeing Munchie play, man, was something phenomenal. It was just something phenomenal seeing this guy play. And man, you people thought, yo, Munchie leading in the car, Munchie was gonna win the state championship, but it didn't happen, man. It didn't happen. You know, we said about a lot of quarterbacks, even Ryan Perlow, we could put in there who did win a state championship. But Munchie, man, he was phenomenal to watch. Phenomenal, man. Great quarterback, great presence. This was one of the best quarterbacks ever in the city, period. Not just Edna Carr, but in the city. And man, you can never forget Munchie, man. I'm glad he's on the show. And I never saw Munchie becoming a coach. And then Munchie has done time with Edna Carr as quarterbacks coach in OC. He's done the same thing at Warren Easton. He went coach at a college for a year as the quarterbacks coach, came back and coached at Landry, and then takes the job as Sophie B. Wright last year, and he wants to build it brick by brick. VK.
Absolutely, and you can say it's almost similar to the Lowell Narcisse. You know what I'm saying? Very similar to the stories of both of these guys. The only difference is Narcisse had to deal with a lot of injuries himself in high school. But regardless of the fact that these two have really put some time, coaching wise, to get themselves together, to establish themselves, it felt like if things didn't go well onto the field, they feel in their hearts that the one thing they do want to do is give back. And that's what he's doing right now, is giving back. And it's inspiring to really see that with him, but also with Andre Anthony and also with Alden Clark. That these guys who put in that time and work and want to give back. And it's great for them to do that, because sometimes it's hard after your playing days to figure out what's the next thing. It's a hard thing. And we have had people on our show that have really won in life, period. It's some that don't, it's not even, some not even coaching, and found something in their lives that they're happy with, and that they're doing what they need to live their lives, to make sure their family's taken care of and everything. That is very, very encouraging to anybody. And that should be inspiring for anyone who is playing sports, period. Because the fact of the matter is, when your playing days are close to being over, that you don't go to the next level in life, especially in the pros or whatever else, and maybe injury or any kind of adversity, they just know that, you just got to find a way, find a niche, you find that, and you try to win in life regardless of what happens. But I think this is very inspiring for Munchie to really be on these sidelines and try to really change the culture at Sophie B. Wright.
No, without a doubt, without a doubt. And they made the playoffs last year, and now he's looking to build off of that, looking to have a winning season, looking to compete for a district championship. So there's a lot of goals going into Munchie's second year that he would love to achieve. Will it happen? We'll see. Time will tell. But the building blocks have been set for them to step up and get to the next higher level. And that's what he wants to do. Besides making these young men become great men in life, great citizens in life, great fathers in life as well. But we can't forget about this. As Mr. Timu Internet comes back, and there he is. All right. Want to ask you this. He was an assistant under Bryce and Jerry Phillips, and it's a question I'm gonna ask him later when we bring him in at 7:25. But George Peppers, you know how important of a role that is to learn under two great coaches in Bryce Brown and Jerry Phillips.
I mean, it's a winning culture. It's a culture that breeds success, and coaches with knowledge, with the dearth of knowledge that these guys have. You talk about Bryce Brown and Jerry Phillips, guys that win consistently every year and demand excellence. It's going to rub off on you. And Munchie had success at Carr. All right, I fully expect him and also Andre Anthony to get their programs on foot. On solid ground. I think in Bonnable's case, I don't know. I don't remember Sophie B's district off the top of my head, but Bonnable, they play in the JP district. With the turnover that they've had in coaches, if they get off to a fast start, they could very well be a surprise package. Remember last year they made the playoffs. They were a 29 seed last year in the playoffs and got knocked off by Alexandria in decisive fashion. But you know what? Now you got a new mind, new coach, and with Munchie, it's his second year at Sophie B. He's had a year to kind of get the landscape, vetted out and everything else, and see what kind of a group he's going to have. I think Munchie's going to have success, and I think that's a group that's going to do very well. And I'm excited to see what they've got tomorrow night in the second year, and what kind of a step forward will they make this year. And look, one game's not going to define the season.
No,
It's
not
not.
at all.
but it's going to give you an idea of, okay, what's the narrative? How do we write the first line of this script? What's the narrative going to be? You know, are we same old Sophie B that's going to be just average, or are we demanding to be excellent?
No, he's
So that,
demanding for them to be
oh,
excellent.
he is, but what will the kids do? Is what I'm trying to get at. What will the
I
kids
think they're
do
gonna
in
follow his
response?
script. I think they're gonna follow his
I
lead.
hope so. I think they will, because I remember before Munchie came on, we did the Patrick Taylor game 2 years ago, and they had control of that game through halftime, and they just they fell at the wheel.
That thing turned like that. Remember, like
Exactly.
yesterday.
Just as fast as you could crack your knuckles, that's how fast that game turned. You know, and I want to see if how they get out tomorrow. What kind of a game we get? I think we're going to get an entertaining football game
I think
tomorrow
we got a
between
great
these
game
two.
tomorrow.
I think so. You got two hungry coaches, two hungry programs that are starving for success. Sustained success, not just 1 year and then fall back. No, these two coaches are gonna bring success to their programs, but it has to be sustainable. Don't win, don't go 8-2 1 year, then you fall back to 3-7 or something like that. No, no, you got to get to. It's gonna be hard to get to the car levels. It really is, but the opportunity is there for these two coaches, and I'm excited to see what Munchie and Andre do tomorrow night, and what kind of play game we're going to get. I think we're going to get a high octane football game tomorrow night. I feel like both teams are going to get out there and bring it. I think we're going to be there a while tomorrow night. I can pretty much rest assured. I think we're going to be there a little while tomorrow night. If I
And
know Munchie and how aggressive he is offensively, and he was, and you know how Andre Anthony is with his defense, I don't know who's coaching his offense, but I don't know what kind of a system they're going to employ there. If it's what I think it may be, we might be there a little while tomorrow night.
yeah, I'm not gonna mind at all. Two
Not at
former
all.
car alums going at it for the first game on the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week, which you can catch tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on JB the Sports Guy. We're taking a quick commercial break, and when we come back, the head coach of the Sophie B. Wright Warriors, Coach Munchie Legaux, will be with us. Y'all stay right there. Don't go nowhere. Are you in need of a new windshield? Leo Autoglass can help. For 20 years, Leo Autoglass have been servicing the New Orleans area with windshield replacement and auto glass repair. Give them a call today, 504-301-8353.
Hey y'all, this is Jen Hale from Fox Sports. You're watching the Hash It Out Show with JB the Sports Guy, VK Jones, and George Pepis.
Did you experience storm damage from Hurricane Francine? Barretto Home Solutions can help. You can give them a call at 504-940-7552. And welcome back to the Hash It Out Show. I'm JB the Sports Guy, joined by VK Jones and George Pepis. Our next guest was a standout star for the Edna Carr Cougars, as he was the quarterback for them. He then went on to play at the University of Cincinnati. He did some time coaching at Edna Carr, Warren Easton, and Landry, but last year he became the head coach of the Sophie B. Wright Warriors, and he's going into his second season this season. We have the one and only Coach Munchie Legaux. What's up, Coach? How you doing?
How y'all doing, fellas? How y'all doing, man? Pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be
Definitely,
on with
man.
guys, man.
Doing
Yes,
great,
sir.
man.
So,
So, Coach, let's talk about it. What made you decide that you wanted to be a coach after your playing career?
It was something that I always wanted to do. Just the impact my coaches had on me. I wanted to have that same impact on the youth in my city. So that was something that would always, how they always say, have a plan B. And that was always something I knew that I could get to. I was going to do is come back and coach in the city.
When did you feel that you were ready to be a head coach?
Oh wow! I mean, you don't know you're ready until you're in that position.
Okay.
You want to say that you're ready. You know everything. You done been around. You done seen a lot, been through a lot. But until you in those shoes and wearing that hat, you gotta get ready. So you gotta get ready. I'm gonna just say that. Once you get in that position, you better be ready.
Okay. You coached under Bryce Brown. You coached under Jerry Phillips, two great coaches. How important have they been for you to be where you are right now as a head coach?
It's been important for me. Both of those guys have been great impacts on my life, whether it's football, whether it's life in general. I've learned great things from both of them. They're the reason why I'm in these shoes right now as a head coach. If it wasn't for neither one of them, I wouldn't be here. And I just, thankful for both of those guys of what they did. When I was on them, I took notes. I learned. I sat there and listened, watched, took notes when it was my turn and when I had to do when I become a head coach, if I get that opportunity. And here I am today, a head coach. I'm just doing what I was taught. You know, building young men, life through the game of football.
Definitely. Last season, your team made the playoffs. Now, what steps must be done in order to improve on everything you've started with this team from last season?
Everything must be done. Everything. We must be more consistent in all phases and everything we do, far as the classroom, far as the weight room, far as conditioning, far as just building the whole team from ground up. We have a pretty solid foundation of what we're doing. Just trying to iron out a few bad things, whatever we got going on. But I won't say we have bad things going on, just to say iron out things, a few kinks or anything. But we're just gonna build on the success we had last year, which was making the playoffs. And we're gonna push for a win this year in the playoffs, but we're gonna take it one day at a time, one game at a time. We're not gonna look too far ahead, but we're just gonna continue to build one day at a time. Like I said, we work hard every day and to continue to eliminate the small things that hurt us in the long runs.
Tomorrow night, you guys host the Bonneville Bruins. And for those that aren't going to the game, you can catch the game on my YouTube page, JB the Sports Guy, as we bring that game to you as the week one Thursday night game of the week for the Hash It Out show. I want to ask you, I don't want to know your game plan or anything like that, but what will it take for you guys to come out with that victory tomorrow night?
It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take all the 11 guys, the whole team, in all phases. Must win all phases of a game. Must come out and compete. They're a pretty good football team coming off a pretty good win. Was their jamboree. And hats off to what they're doing. But, it's not about them. It's just about us today. I mean, tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to take care of the little things. We're going to line up. We're going to play football. Hats off, and, may the best team win.
Go ahead, VK.
Munchie, man, what's it going on with you, man? It's been a long time coming, man, since you was a player. I'm good, bro. I mean, it's amazing how you have grown, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm very proud of where you are right now, and you're totally winning in life more than anything else. So I really want to tell you that at first, man. Because like I told the guys earlier, the story that at one point you had maybe one of the biggest growth spurts I ever seen of an athlete. Like at one point you was 5'8", 5'9", and all of a sudden you sprout to 6'3" and a half. So that there was a transition in itself. I'm gonna ask you this at first. Did you think that growth spurt really enhanced you as a player? Because you were always was good. You always a good athlete. You was even accurate at 5'9".
Yeah, of course. Of course. I would say, gave me more confidence. Being at the height I had and how big I was, how strong I got, how faster. It's gave me more confidence in my game. More confidence to go out there and do what I can do and show my ability.
You really set the tone back then for Ed Nicole at the time. I think Bryce Brown was a young assistant at the time. So basically, it's funny. You could a couple years ago, Jared, they had this Don Watney Bowl or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can call this the Bryce Brown Bowl, basically, because you got two guys that used to play under him. Actually, total three guys when you look at the staffs. But what did Coach, not just Bryce Brown, but what did the coaching staff at Carr, especially Jabbar Jaloop, all them meant to you to really prepare you for where you are, especially preparing you for the next level in college and getting to where you are in life, period?
All those guys played a big role, I would say, because all of those guys, speaking on the assistants, was young at the time. They was fresh out of college. So they were, showing me things that I need to enhancing my game, things I need to do in life, things how I need to act, and the things I need to say, and things I need to be prepared for and look forward to. So all of those assistant coaches were, like I said, was fresh out, and they was giving me all this information that I could just go and use on my daily life. And I thank them for that. And I used those tools in life, and it got me to where I was. And I thank him for that, and especially the coach Jabbar Luke, and say who he was, the head honcho of the team, the head coach, and did a great job of leading the ship. And I learned, like I said, I sat there, and I was a great observer. One thing I did was listen. I listened to my coaches. I might not did everything they tell me to do, but I listen. I know I can, tell you what he told me, all the great things I use in life, and how it prepared me in life.
You set the tone for Edna Carr for a lot of very good quarterbacks, even after you. You know what I'm saying? A run that we have hardly seen in high school. That Edna Carr, each and every year, it's like a new guy steps in, and all of a sudden, given a couple games, and they start to roll. And I remember you prepared Tonka George for him to be who he was and to having probably one of the best 1 year runs I've ever seen. What were your thoughts at the time preparing him and everything else, and tell me about how he was to you, Tonka George?
Tonka was like a brother. You know, it was more than football. It was somebody who I've been knowing probably all my life, all his life. Who I've been seeing him do what he done his senior year. I seen him do when he was 9 and 10 years old. He was playing at the same park. He was always right under me. So to see him go out there and do it in high school, I wasn't really surprised. You know that Tonka got his chance to shine and show who he was, because that's always been him. He's always been a baller. He's always been a player. He's always been the top athlete. And we just happen to be at two different age brackets. And not when I was there, he was my backup, but he started at wide receiver. He played and caught touchdowns and got in that backup and threw touchdowns and ran touchdowns. So when he finally got a chance to go out there and show who he was, I was very proud of him, very proud of him. But at the same time, I wasn't surprised, because that's who he was. He's been that person his whole life.
Wow, absolutely. He was a great one, and it's too bad he was gone too soon more than anything else. Gotta ask you about your team, the Sophie B. Wright Warriors, year number 2. And I'm hearing there's a lot of great positiveness going around at the school, especially a little bit of a growth spurt in your roster. And that's a big thing that we've been hearing about, and it's kind of causing to have your team have a little more depth. Can you tell us a little bit about how much of an increase and everything else has happened to this football team since last season?
We've been building. We've been building. Like I say, the increase, like you said, the increase in numbers and roster is correct. We've got a pretty good, decent amount than we had last year. Like I say, last year we was probably playing with 25 kids. Scrapping, fighting. But this year we kind of almost doubled that number. Not to give you an exact amount, but we almost doubled that number, doubled that amount. And we just fighting, man. Like I said, we doing a great job of doing the little things on the daily. Having study hall, lifting weights, practicing, watching film, nutrition, just doing the little things that takes to have a successful program. The wins and losses is going to come. And that's part of it. But we here to build young men through the game of football, life through the game of football, and that's on a daily day basis. We're starting in the classrooms every day. I'm bright and early there in the morning to greet those guys. To see their head coach there, positive mindset, active going, is going to give them that same mindset to do it. So, and that same thing transition to the field. So I do a great job of not trying to show those guys or tell those guys of who am I. I did this and I did that. I did that. I try not to live in that light. I try to be a head coach and show, teach, coach, motivate, and get the best out of my players. If you want to do your research and ask who I am, then they come back. Oh, coach, man, oh, I didn't know you was this person. I didn't know you was that. Yeah, that was who I was. But I'm here to win football games now. So
Tell us a little bit about a couple of your players that's going to be leading the way, leading the charge for the Sophie B. Wright Warriors this season.
some of the guys leading the charge. I'm gonna start with the defensive end. I can start with one of my cornerbacks. He's a junior. He go by Zaman Delmore. And like I tell everybody that asks about him, I believe he can line up and play cornerback with the best. You know, it's nothing more to that I can say about it. Yes, you're gonna get balls caught on him, but I'm gonna take my chances with him out there. You know, he can line up and play cornerback. Being that we at a small school and you might not get that much recognition, but Zaman Delmore is a guy to look out for. He plays cornerback for us. We're gonna also throw him the ball. We also gonna put him back there in the return game, let him return some kicks and return some punts. And we're gonna let him do it, showcase his talent because I believe that he's one of the talented, if not the talented cornerback in the city. And that's no disrespect to anyone. And no,
Right.
that's just the faith that I have in my guys, the faith I'm instilling in my guys to go out there and play and line up. You the best. So go out there and be it.
Absolutely. And I think I know offensively you got a new quarterback, but you got a good wide receiver tandem as well. That's going to really help your team out. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of weapons you have, especially going into tomorrow night. Last question, I'm gonna pass it over to George. Um, how you feel going against people that is out of your alma mater? You were a part. You set the tone back then. You were a little bit of the old generation, just a little bit, but in the 2000s. Now you got the new generation, Andre Anthony, and also Alden Clark, who is on that staff as well. How it is going against your alumni?
It's okay. You know, I'm gonna say it's pretty tough because we was always taught to compete. You know, once we cross that line, all that go out the window. All that, brotherhood and pride. And we here to compete. You know, I'm here to win, and I'm here to show those guys feeling the same way. You know, with all due respect. But it's gonna be a tough one. To see those guys on the other side of the field. You know, I'm proud of them. You know, of the guys that they've become. You know, coming from the same school. Some of the guys we played the same position, kind of was the same guys. So hats off, proud of those guys, man. It's always a brotherhood. It's always there. That bond's gonna always be there. But tomorrow night, between those hours, it's we trying to win.
Mhm.
Absolutely, it's absolute go time right there, and it's amazing that we're starting to see more of an ethnic call coaching tree more than anything else. George Peppers, you're up.
Coach Lego, first off, before I start, on behalf of all three of us, good luck to you and your team tomorrow night and into the 2025 season. I do have, when you mentioned this earlier, that you always wanted to be a head coach. What was it about Sophie B. Wright that said, yeah, this is where I want to start and be a head coach? What was it about Sophie B. Wright? What was the lure?
I would say just the opportunity presented itself. You know, it wasn't anything I was seeking for. I'm seeking for this. I'm reaching out for this. It was a mutual friend who reached out and said, "Man, I think you should, interview for this. Just see what it do. I think
Mhm.
you've been in the game for enough. You've proven who you are. So if someone to think of me of that, why not? Why not give it a shot at least? You know. So I did it. I did it. I reached out to some guys, to some head coaches I knew who one phone call away, and they gave me some great advice, and I took my shot, and I'm happy to be here. I'm where my feet
Mhm.
are. I'm not one of those seeking to reach out or anything. I love it at Sophie B. Right. We're doing great things, and we're building.
Okay. The game tomorrow night against Bonneville, I feel like it's going to be a very wildly entertaining game offensively. I think both you guys are going to do some damage. What have you seen from Bonneville? What have you heard from the Bruins on that? Uh, that you're going to have to figure. Don't give the game plan away, but what do you feel like you're going to have to do to come out of this game with a win tomorrow night?
I'm gonna say we got to block up front. I'm gonna say that we got to block those guys up front. It
Okay.
starts up front. Football game gonna start up front. They're doing a great
Mhm.
job. Those guys are playing football. All the 11 hats after the ball. They're competing. They're showing the identity of their head coach and who they are.
Mhm.
So I can see it. I can see it in their program. I can see it in their identity.
And the enthusiasm level at Sophie B this season, considering you guys went to the playoffs last year, things are trending in a positive direction for you guys. What's the excitement level like at Sophie B in advance of this upcoming season? That starts tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, the excitement is live, man. We're excited. The building excited, the administration excited. You know, everyone's on board. Uh, Sophie B. Wright has never been known for being a football, football school or football program. Just producing football. And that's no shots at anyone in the past. But it's been known for something else. And we're here to change that narrative. We're here to change that narrative, and it's going to start tomorrow. We've been putting in the work all summer, all spring, and we've been getting after it. And it's here to show that who we are. One game doesn't define us. We're not here to say that this is who we are, but this is Sophie B. Right.
And just to, before we continue, just to say we're excited to be a part of this for you tomorrow night, and for Coach Anthony as well to be a part of, to have you guys as part of our first game of our third season of the Hash It Out Show, Game of the Week. We're just honored to be a part of it, and we thank you for giving us that opportunity to do this game with y'all, and we look forward to it. But my next question, you mentioned this year, last year you got to the playoffs. Now this year you got to win in the playoffs. Obviously, every coach's dream is to win a state title. Um, what would you consider a successful season at Sophie B in year two?
Mm. We'll say a successful season to keep it, on the safe side. We're being healthy, man. Everyone stays healthy. We stay have a healthy season. We compete in district. We have more wins in district. I'm gonna say that successful season,
There you
more
go.
wins in district.
All right. And okay. I'm sorry, I didn't know you stopped there. My bad. Last question before I turn it back over to JB. Um, well, I just completely froze. Man, JB, take it.
You good, buddy? You good? Coach Munchie,
Man,
we want to wish you the best of luck this season, and we will see you tomorrow night. And thank you for joining us tonight on the Hash It Out Show. We
No
appreciate it.
problem, man. I appreciate you guys having me, man. You come out, you
absolutely.
you show support. Thank you guys, man.
Definitely, Coach. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yep.
That is Coach Munchie Legaux. Legaux. Yes, indeed. I'm excited for this game tomorrow. I'm excited for this game. And the reason why I'm excited, because you have a proven winner in Coach Munchie Legaux, who wants to see his team do well, and he wants this team to improve. And as you just heard, you know, Sophie B. Wright's never been known for being a basketball school. He wants them to be known as a football school as well. And on the other side, Coach Anthony wants to build that football program. And athletic director Micah Haggins told me personally he wants Bonham to be known for academics and also as a school for sports that's just have winning programs all around the school of Bonneville. So that's why I'm excited, because I think these coaches, they want the best for their players, and they want their players to compete at their best, and they want a change also. Changing culture is there with Coach Munchie and Coach Andre Anthony at Bonneville. So I'm excited for tomorrow night, VK.
Yeah, I'm very excited too. I mean, this is our first game, season 3, and we go make this thing do what it do, and I think this is gonna be a fun ball game as well. Two teams fresh on the season, fresh out the successful seasons, a lot of improvement, and they're looking to take another step. So I think tomorrow night with these coaches, it's gonna be an interesting chess match. It's gonna be an interesting chess match, and I wouldn't be surprised. It really goes down all the way to the wire to the fourth quarter to win this ball game, because somebody is going to win, somebody's going to lose, but it's going to be a chess match more than anything else. Who has the best strategies and execution at the end of the game? This is how good this game is going to be tomorrow night.
George Peppers.
I can't wait for this matchup. It's not one that rolls off the tongue as a whatever, but it's two hungry programs, two hungry coaches, and this is what games of the week are defined by. You know, you don't look at the names, you look at the stories. And the last Sophie B game that we did was the Patrick Taylor game, the aforementioned game I mentioned 2 seasons ago in our
Yep.
debut year. And that was the game they were ahead at halftime big, and then PT flipped the switch and really turned that game on its head in that second half. So I'm excited to see what Munchie and Coach Munchie Legaux and Sophie B bring, and also for Coach Andre Anthony, and he has Alden Clark on his staff. So you figure that offense is going to do some damage as well. But as Coach Legaux said, this game's going to be won or lost in the trenches, and that's where it's always supposed to be. Block up front, allow your playmakers to make plays. If you get the blocking up front, allow your playmakers to go out there in space and make things happen. This is going to be a very ultra competitive matchup, and it's a good matchup to start season 3 of the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week.
All right. And also, Saturday night, we have another Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. It is the St. Augustine Purple Knights hosting the McDonald 35 Ron Eagles, which we were told 7 o'clock. This might have said 6 o'clock. And then another publication posted 6 o'clock.
So which is it?
I don't know.
We need to get this rectified.
I don't
because,
know, man. I'm just like this. I'm just like this. Most Saturday night games are played at 6 o'clock at Tag On.
Yep.
Most
so get there early.
But the home team is what I'm going with, and they saying 7 o'clock is on their schedule. So I'm rocking with 7 o'clock. But if you watching come Saturday night, and that game starts at 6, just tune in at 6 to see if we're streaming or not. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. But we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, y'all know what time it is.
Yep.
Our favorite time. We picking games. Who's gonna win these week 1 games? Y'all don't go nowhere.
At Bayou AV Security, we are your one-stop shop for all your needs, whether it's enhancing your home entertainment system, securing your property, ensuring a seamless internet connection, or illuminating your outdoor spaces. We've got you covered. Bayou AV Security, where technology meets reliability. Call us today to experience the Bayou difference.
JFK Martial Arts offers a wide variety of martial arts programs for kids, teens, and adults as they empower lives through martial arts. Please give them a call at 985-266-0664, and don't forget to ask about their 1 week free special. And welcome back to the Hash It Out Show. I'm JB the Sports Guy. We got VK Jones. We got George Peppers. And it's what everybody loves. They've been waiting since the middle of December. It's back. The picks. The picks. And I am your back-to-back 2-time defending and reigning regular season champion. That's right. And we have your reigning and defending back-to-back last place winner, VK Jones.
Oh, Jesus.
Now that's called taking a shot, VK. That's called taking a shot, brother.
Whatever. And last season, you won not just the regular season, you won the playoff too. So you definitely had a big year last year. But let's see if you can get 3 straight, my friend. Let's see if you can do it. Let's see if you can do it. No pressure.
Okay.
No pressure,
All right.
Oh, wait, before we start.
How many games?
I need you to get your pen and paper too, George. You write it down.
Oh, I already got it,
All right,
baby.
all
I'm already
right.
set. But
Go
VK.
ahead.
All right, since we're talking about taking shots, watch this. The Kansas City Chiefs were back-to-back Super Bowl champions, right? Until this year. They went for the three-peat. What happened? They got dog walked, did they not? Philadelphia dog walked them. So Jared's a 2-time picks champion, right? It ain't going to be 3. One of us is going to take this title this year. So that's a shot, my boy. Let's roll.
Let's roll with it.
Let's
How
get
many
it.
games we got?
Let's get it.
We have, I think,
I don't know.
26.
26.
Oh, all right. I'll go 26-0.
All right.
Big stars, baby.
Get your shine on. All right.
And B give mention about Sophie B over bottom. We can't pick the games we broadcast, D. Just so you know.
Appreciate it, D.
All right, here we go. The first game of the season of the picks Covenant, and these are Thursday games. And this is at West Jeff, House Minsaw. Covenant Christian at Thomas Jefferson. Who you got, VK?
I'm gonna go with Covenant Christian to get on the board first. So I got Covenant Christian.
All right. George Peppers, who you got?
I'm going to go with the Covenant Christian team too. They had a very magical year last year, and Thomas Jefferson's going to give them a good fight. But I think Covenant Christian gets the job done here.
All right. I'm going with Covenant Christian as well. Amari Burks for Covenant Christian will have a big day. Runs in the family.
Okay.
It's in the family.
Yep. All right. Kenny says Covenant Christian as well. Let's go to Monroe. Now, as I go to Instagram, because this was one of the stories I had on Instagram, and let me find it because people were voting for this one, and it's actually closer than what I thought it would be. And I'm gonna let it go to 2:00. But right now, as we speak, 54% have picked Neville, 46% have picked Evangel. Very close in numbers. VK, who you got in that matchup?
It's gonna be a great ball game. This is a definite, but it's not gonna be better than the game of the week we're gonna have.
Hold on one second. For So Crazy, we're broadcasting that game tomorrow. We're broadcasting y'all game. So we're not picking a winner in Sophie B over Bonneville. We are broadcasting that game. We got to keep it fair. It wouldn't be fair for us to pick a winner of that game when we broadcasting it. That's not fair. So no, we're not picking y'all game, but we're gonna be there and we're gonna stream it. You tell everybody that you know who's not going to that game to watch that game on the YouTube page of JB the Sports Guy. All right, go ahead, VK.
So I think this is gonna be a unbelievable ball game here. I really think this is gonna be one of them down to the wires. Neville going with the Neville Tigers. Close one. Should be a classic.
Okay. George Peppers?
The last time we saw Neville, they lost a heartbreaker to Central in the semifinals last year, and in the manner of how they lost that game was pretty tough. I wonder how the carryover is going to be coming in. I know it's a new season, I get it, but Evangel has Peyton Houston back, who's arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the state. This makes for a very compelling week one and a very tough week one. But at the end of the day, I find it hard to fathom Neville loses again in their house. They win a close game. I'm going to go with the Tigers as well.
All right. I'm going with Neville as well. I think the Neville Tigers get it done. I just want to see if Evangel has more depth on their team this year and their defense is better. And I think they're gonna be better, period. And a lot of people are saying that better. You might see them in the quarterfinals, they say it in Division One select. We'll see about that. But I'm going with the Neville Tigers. All right. Let's go to St. John Parish. Laplace. Newman travels to St. Charles Catholic. Who you got, VK?
I'm going to go with the Comets to get it done here in an interesting ball game against Newman. Newman's got a new head coach, and Newman, they're going to be talented and everything. They're going to really bring some heat and everything else to St. Charles. But I think Coach Wayne and his squad, Wayne Stein and the squad, who returns a whole bunch of experience, I got the Comets winning this one.
George Peppers.
They were very young last year, to VK's point about St. Charles. Newman is changing head coaches, and when last we saw them, De La Salle made short work of them in their jamboree last week. Talked to a friend of mine who works with me. His son plays with De La Salle, and he said it was so one-sided, it was that bad. Newman's got some questions to answer. I'm going to go with the Comets as well. I don't think they're going to get.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
We good?
Yeah, go ahead.
You good?
Say you're going
Okay.
with Comets, right?
I'm going with the Comets as well. JB, talk to me. Who you got?
All right. So on Instagram, it's a difference of 2 votes. 52% to 48%. St. Charles Catholic is winning. I also have St. Charles Catholic winning this game over the Newman Greenies. All right. Let's go to Lafayette. Opelousas traveling to Turlins Catholic. Coach Elfish, what's up, Coach? I see you, baby. I see you. Who you got, VK?
Should be an interesting ball game. A big transition for the head coach leaving Turlins to go to East Ascension. And I mean, Dane Shapanche really done a great job, really picking up the slack for his dad and everything else. But now with Turlins start a new season with a new coach, probably an assistant that got promoted. They're good. It's an interesting game, an interesting test for Turlins Catholic. But I think Harry Coleman might get something going for Opelousas here. I'm gonna go with Opelousas getting it done in a close game.
Who you got, George Peppers?
Interesting because both teams, Harry Coleman is his first year at Opelousas taking over for Jimmy Zachary. So that
Right.
transition is going to be interesting as well. I think Turling's graduated a ton of players. Opelousas has been very stingy. I'm curious to see what Harry Coleman does there. This one, goodness gracious, I could flip a coin right here. I'm going to go with the road team. I'm going to go with Opelousas Catholic to win a close game, as mentioned.
Coach Sam, man, why you doing that to me, bro? Why you doing that to me?
What are you
What
doing?
what do I have? A system? What you talking about, bro? Just let me know, man.
He's bugging on you?
Said JB got a system.
I don't know what he got. I don't know what he's saying. I'm trying to figure out what the system or I got assist.
It's called
Just
brains.
let me know which one.
Coach
Then
Sam,
I'm
it's
gonna
called
go
brains.
from there. Go from there. All right.
Exactly.
Let me get to Opelousas Turlins Catholic. Y'all got Opelousas and Coach Coleman.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I got the home team. I got Turlins Catholic winning it. And I think they win this big. I think they win it big. I really do. Turlins Catholic ain't lost to Opelousas in 8 years. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Make it 9. Now, let's stay on I-10 West. Westgate at LCCP, Lake Charles. Hold on, man. Lake Charles Collegiate Prep. Yes. Lord, help me, man. How could I forget that? Lake Charles Collegiate Prep. VK, who you got?
Who? These two teams have had a couple of really good games last couple of years, and I think it's going to be another good one again over at LCCP. LCCP returns a lot. Westgate, they got to stay healthy. But by the skin of their teeth, I'm going to go with Ryan Antoine and Westgate.
All right. George Peppers?
Okay. All right. You mentioned LCCP brings a ton back. They do. Westgate, last I checked, Coach Antoine's son is gone, right? Jabari Antoine's gone.
That's not his son. That was his cousin. But the
Cousin,
starting quarterback is his
Yeah.
nephew.
Okay. All right. But I'm saying Jabari's gone, though, right?
Jabari's gone, but Noah Antoine is the quarterback now, sophomore.
Oh, okay. So we're keeping the lineage close. I got you. Okay. With that being said, it's going to be a little bit of a semi-transition. I don't know what Noah Antoine's going to bring offensively. I think they're going to. This would be a good game, a really good close game. I'm going to go with the home team though, Lake Charles College Prep. I think the fact that they bring back a ton, I think they pull the slight upset here. I think they get done.
Whoa! Hey,
now.
Look,
I like that.
Lake Charles College Prep is a good team. We did that game against Kennedy last year, man, and what a ball game that was between John F. Kennedy and Lake Charles College Prep, man.
A lot of points.
Oh man, it was a wonderful ball game. Great ball game.
Mm-hmm.
Lake Charles College Prep, they do bring back a lot of players. They were young last year. But what have we said about Westgate for these past couple of years, man? If they weren't riddled with injuries, yeah, we're saying a different story. So that's the main thing with Westgate. They have to stay healthy. And he's got talent again this year. Instagram has spoken for now. Like I said, I'm going to let it go to 2 o'clock tomorrow. But right now, 77% to 23%, Westgate is leading. And I am also going with the Westgate Tigers to win that game. Now we head to Friday matchups. We're going to go to Gonzales, Louisiana. Brother Martin at East Ascension. VK, who you got?
Close ball game in this one. I think East Ascension is going to show up and ready to play for Brock Mathern and everything else. But I think this is a good litmus for Brother Martin to get the kinks out and everything else. It's going to be very, very close, but I got the Crusaders getting it done.
George Peppers.
I said this last night about Brother Martin when we recapped that jamboree, that it was the most unscripted, really the most craziest 35-7 win you'll ever see in a jamboree. Because Brother Martin only had one drive the whole night. They had Easton Royal run the opening kickback. They had 3 touchdown drives at the one that they scored. 28 points. 28 points and 3 yards. Brother Martin only drove the ball once on John Everett. East Ascension, as you mentioned, VK, they bring a bunch of coaches. They got Chapontier, they got Skanes there too, Coach Dennis Skanes. He's on that staff. They look better. Brock Mathern's team is going to bounce back. They were also a team riddled with injuries last year too, and if their quarterback stays healthy, that was a very big component for them. If they can keep them on his feet and keep him healthy, they have a real shot. Exactly. Don't kick it to Eastern Royal. And I think East Ascension lessons learned. I think the Spartans get it done. I'm going to go East Ascension.
Woo!
Couple of upsets.
Woo!
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Peppers. Okay, well,
Yeah.
guess what? Instagram spoke, and 87% to 13%, they're picking Brother Martin to win. And Central beat East Ascension big in the jamboree. Big. I mean, I think it was like 40-6 or something. It was big. Give me Brother Martin with Easton Royal, Rowan Lipscomb, Rex LeBlanc, Hunter Fields at quarterback. Give me Brother Martin. Now, let's go to Bruley at Port Allen. Did y'all see Bruley in action in the jamboree? Oh, man. Wait, what? Who is this? Who you got, VK, Bruley or Port Allen?
I think I'm going to go with Bruley because I think they are really establishing themselves. They sent a serious message in that jamboree beating Parkview Baptist. A very serious message that Bruley is starting to make a come up, and they've been building and building. And now I think they're trying to establish themselves as a football program. Give me Bruley.
George Peppers.
Go with the road trying to get back on the get back too, but I mean, Austin.
Who's the road team? Bruley? Is he
Bruley.
going with?
Bruley. Yeah, I'm going with Bruley.
Yeah, Bruley.
All right. I'm going with Bruley as well. Give me Bruley. Bruley. What we got here? Kenny said they got skill on the outside. Bruley. Yeah. That video I saw. Yeah. I saw number skill. How many basketball players playing football too now? That's what I want to know for that team. I'm serious, man. What else we got? So we're not going to acknowledge how JB making picks. I see what you're doing, bro. I see what you're doing, yeah.
Mind
and that's
psychology.
not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. I always go last on the picks. Always. No, that's not what I'm doing. Come on, Coach Dale.
I think Coach was saying also, I think he was saying a couple of Instagram picks, and you're looking at the high percentage, and you go with the high percentage too. That's what he probably saying.
No, I'm not going with that. No.
Okay.
No. I see what Coach Sam doing, man.
Trolling.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, Don, I know it, and that's not what I'm going with. I don't have every game. I don't even own an Instagram thing. So shout out to Coach Sam, man. Don't worry, Coach Sam. We're getting to y'all in a minute. All right. We're getting to y'all. Y'all on here. All right. All right. De La Salle at Central of Baton Rouge. VK.
What I was hearing a lot, what Central has been doing, especially from the scrimmage to the jamboree, I knew Central was gonna be good. I knew Central was gonna be good. I want to see how much of a level they got it more than anything else. De La Salle, I think Coach De La Salle and Coach Jared's gonna get them ready to go. It's gonna be close early, but once Central settles down, Central will roll. So I got Central winning this ball game.
Peppers.
Last year's game was very close into the midway point of the fourth quarter. It was 3-0 De La Salle. Central gets a touchdown to go in front. De La Salle tries to chase it late, throws a pick six, and that pretty much ended the proceedings, finished 14-3. De La Salle's got a solid team, but Central's on another level. They arguably were the best team in the Dome last year. Arguably, you could make that argument. Pitching a shutout against Ruston, that was an eye opener. But I'm going to go with Central as well. I think Central handles business here.
Okay. Instagram spoke. You know what they said?
Talk to me.
73% to 27% De La Salle wins. They must know something that y'all don't know. But I ain't going with them. I got
Not at all.
Central. I got Central, man. That was eye opening that one, boy. Do y'all know something I don't know?
They
Help
must know
me.
something we don't know.
Help me. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Madison Prep at Dutchtown. VK Jones. Who you got?
Interesting and a good ball game between these two teams here. I mean, what a test for both of these squads here. Dutchtown has been really, really consistent more than anything else. Madison Prep returns a lot of people. This one's going down to the wire as well. Give me the Chargers getting it done at Dutchtown.
All right. George Peppers, who you got?
I really thought VK was going to go with Dutchtown there. It's going to be a coin flip for me as well, but I'm going to go with the road team too. I think Dutchtown's in a little bit of a semi-transition, and I think Madison Prep, with the experience that they got coming back, I think they get it done. It's going to be close, but I think they get it done.
All right. I'm going with Madison Prep as well. I think Madison Prep walks out the winner of that ball game. I stayed in the Baton Rouge area. Destrehan traveling to Catholic of Baton Rouge. All right, Mr. VK Jones, who you got?
I think Marcus Scott's gonna have his team ready and everything else going out to Catholic. But Catholic, they're a hungry team. Very, very hungry team to try to get back, have a chance to win a state championship. I'm gonna go with Catholic of Baton Rouge.
George Peppers.
Yeah, Destrehan still got your boy at quarterback, right?
Yep.
That's a very big component. Keep him healthy. They're going to do some great things. This is a very tough, arduous opener, though, going up to play that team in Catholic. I think Catholic of Baton Rouge gets it done. I think they win it by 10.
All right. Instagram has spoken. 57% to 43%. They're going with Catholic of Baton Rouge. I'm going with Catholic of Baton Rouge as well. I think Destrehan still got some things to fix, and I think they'll get better. They'll get better. Coach Scott's going to fix those mistakes. Trust me. They'll be fine. But give me Catholic of Baton Rouge. Catholic of Baton Rouge also has a guy that can match up with Mac at wide receiver. You talking about Blaine Bradford or Jacob Bradford. One at LSU, one at Catholic right now. I get the names mixed up, but yeah, let's see it. Let's see it. All right. Where was I? Okay. Staying in Baton Rouge. Dunham at Parkview Baptist. VK. You like Dunham. You like Parkview Baptist as well. I did this for you. Who you got, bro?
Oh man, I appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? Two really good programs here. Parkview really getting back to the swing of things. And Dunham probably have one of the best quarterbacks in the state. It's going to be an interesting ball game. Parkview needs to bounce back after what happened last week, but I have Dunham getting it done in a close one.
All right, George Peppers.
That's a team on a mission this year, Dunham, because they arguably could have gotten, one bad half did them in the championship game against Catholic of New Iberia. One bad half did them in. They outplayed them in the second half. I thought for a couple of spells they were going to catch them and pass them. They didn't, but that's a testament to Catholic of New Iberia. Parkview Baptist, as you mentioned, VK, they're on the come up. They've got things to work out, though. I feel like this Dunham team's on a mission. Give me Dunham.
Give me Dunham big. Dunham big. All right. And what Kenny had to say on this one? Yeah, they held out some people. And they win the game with them still. So, all right, here we go. Holy Cross going to E.D. White. We lost VK for a second. Oh, he's back. All right. All right, VK, go first.
Okay. This is interesting test for Holy Cross and Coach Whitney and his team. It's gonna be a tough one. I think they'll be ready to play. I think the run game is gonna be key to keep Edie White's offense off the field. But give me Edie White getting it done.
George Peppers.
I think the newfound versatility we saw from Edie White against Shaw last year manifests itself here. Holy Cross is going to give him a good game. Scott Watney is a very good coach, and he's always got his teams ready to go. But give me the Cardinals at home. They get it done.
Okay. Instagram has spoken 55% to 45%. They're picking Holy Cross. And I was thinking too about this one. I'm going with Holy Cross as well. I think Keyron Johnson will have a big game, and then that's going to open up some play action for Jacoby. I cannot think of his last name to pass the ball down the field. Give me Holy Cross in this game. Now, let's go to Lafayette right quick. Quick stop in Lafayette, right off of I-10, because that's where the school is located. You can see it. You can see it while you're driving on I-10 to the right-hand side if you're going west. Rummel heading to Lafayette Christian Academy. Rummel won this game in the Dome last year by 7 points. Does Lafayette Christian get revenge this year, VK?
Whew, this is kind of a tough one to pick because of the fact Lafayette Christian coming in, I think, new head coach, right, on this one for Lafayette Christian?
He took over middle of the season last year, and now he's the head. Yeah.
Yep. So it's interesting to see with this one. I think Lafayette Christian
does have. It's interacting with the fans, man. That's all. Go ahead, VK.
I think I think Lafayette Christian is going to have a shot, but I think the Rummel Raiders will get it done at the end. I'm taking Rummel.
George Peppers.
I'm actually writing these down, not Kenny's, but ours. Yeah, because he's gonna, you know what he's gonna do. He's gonna be like, I'm picking this and this and this and this, and he's gonna say, "Oh, I didn't pick them." Yeah, you did. The over. What is the over under? They don't have it in high school, my guy. Rummel Lafayette Christian was a great game last year at Yenny. Rummel won it by a touch. Then the Dome. Yeah, Superdome. That was a touchdown margin to the Raiders. I get where VK is going, and Rummel's always answered challenges. And this is another one. Going on the road, LCA, that's a very tough place to win. I think it rises up again. Give me the home team, Lafayette Christian, to win a close game.
All right. Instagram has spoken 78% to 22% in favor of the Rummel Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
He's going the other way.
No, I'm not. I'm going with the Rummel Raiders.
Okay, all right.
Rummel as well. I'm going with the Rummel Raiders to get that victory.
Big time credit. Big time credit for you, dude. Big time credit, dude. I was about to say I thought you were going the other way, but okay, cool.
Now let's go to this game here in a meet. Franklinton at a meet. Who wins, VK? I did this one for you as well, VK.
Thank you very much. I think this is going to be a track meet. This is going to be an absolute track meet. It's not easy to win our name meet more than anything else. Franklinton last week, shocking performance. Like, we know Mandeville is good, and I think they're going to, as a sign that they could show out this year. But at the same time, Franklinton, team that got to the Dome, a lot of veterans and everything else.
What's up, Coach Flott? What's happening, Coach Flott?
But then for a meet to do what they did last week and a couple of really good performances last couple of weeks, close ball game. And you know what? I've been thinking about it all week long, but you know what? A-Meet needs a statement win. A-Meet Warriors gets it done.
George Peppers.
Freebies on the Hash It Out show. I'm going to go with the Demons. If y'all think that was a shocking performance and they got dusted by Mandeville's a Division I team, right? And they play in a pretty good district, the North Shore, correct? The Skipper's team is always well-to-do, and they're very well-disciplined, and they play well. I'm not that surprised they beat Franklinton. Maybe the margin of what they did, yeah. But I think Consalta Formaggio is going to have his team on the rebound. This is a heck of a rebound test for them. I'm going Franklinton.
All right. Instagram has spoken. 55% to 45%. They are in favor of Franklinton. And I'm with Franklinton as well. I'm going with the Franklinton Demons to defeat the A-Meat Warriors. Now, this one right here. I don't know what bowl you want to call this or not, but you know, Haynes Academy, new coach PJ Sprunk is taking his team to take on Country Day. And if you didn't know, PJ Sprunk is the successor to Coach Ben Powell. Yeah, Ben Powell left Haynes to go to Country Day. Who wins, VK? Who wins? Because you know Haynes wants to beat their former coach.
And this is funny because this is the Ben Powell invitation. No, actually, it's the Old Metairie Bowl. The Old Metairie Bowl, aka the Ben Powell Invitational. So, because remember, Haynes used to be in Old Metairie. So that is interesting that these two are going to battle. Long time for this to finally come together. I think this game is close one more than anything else. I'm like this. Give me Country Day in a close one. Give me the case.
All right. He has Country Day. All right. What is Peppers doing? What are you doing?
Writing.
You're writing. You doing something else? What you doing, bro? What you doing?
No, nothing. I'm good, dude.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Get out of here.
I
Sit
must
up,
have missed
Peppers.
it.
Sit up, Peppers.
No.
I am.
I know, man. I'm messing. Go ahead, bro.
All right. So we're going to go in this matchup with the coach that is more familiar than the other. Ben Powell knows that Haynes team, and Haynes had a magical season last year. I think they went on. They lost one game, and
Playoff game.
then lost one ball game, and I think that was to Shaw. Was it Shaw that beat them?
No, it's a Stromer. We did the
No,
game.
the regular season. Did they lose in the regular season, or they went
0.
undefeated?
Undefeated.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Struma got him in the playoffs. That's right. Ben Powell knows that team pretty well. I'm gonna go with Country Day though. I think Country Day gets it done.
Instagram has spoken. 74% to 26%. Country Day. And I would have went with Haynes, but that loss to the Willow just ain't sitting right with me.
Yeah, it is. It's a jamboree though.
I don't understand, but it was a double-digit loss.
Double-digit loss to the Willow.
The Willow.
That a team that don't compete for district
in the playoffs.
It's an eye opener.
Yeah, that just ain't sitting right with me.
I think PJ Sprunk is gonna some way somehow get it adjusted, get it right. They'll be ready for Country Day. But still losing to the Willow like that is very eye opening.
Big time. And I think Coach Powell is gonna use his weapons. When we talking Herm Dyson, Curtis McAllister, Kellen Brewer. He's gonna use them. I got Country Day as well. John Curtis going to California to play Cathedral. And I don't know nothing about Cathedral. I don't, but I'll let VK go first.
I don't know too much about Cathedral either. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the few times I know about certain national programs, but this is one of the exceptions. Then this might be a really good program out of California. So, I really think, you know what? If I take the loss, I'll take the loss. I'm going to go with Curtis to get it done in California.
Okay. George Peppers.
I also admittedly do not know much about that group out in Cali, and I don't even know if they're ranked in the Super 25, the Max Preps 25, or the USA Today one, whatever poll they use. I don't know. But I do know John Curtis, and I am very high on John Curtis. Granted, they're in the same district as Etna Carr, probably second fiddle. But in this game, which is what we're focusing on, I think JT pulls one and gets it done. Curtis, close.
And for the first time ever, we're not going to see JT Curtis on Friday Night Football for week one. Wow.
For week one. Okay. Gotcha. 96% to 4%, they picking Curtis. I'm going to go with Curtis as well. I don't know nothing about Cathedral. So I'm going Curtis as well. Cathedral, they have seen the Veer many times in California, having played national team De La Salle out of Concord, California. They ain't saw John Curtis.
No, but that De La Salle team was ridiculously good too.
Oh, we know.
Yeah,
We know.
100 something. What was it? 153 in a row or something like that.
Yes, it was a lot. It was a lot. All right, Coach Sam, we're here. John Ehret at Chalmette. The once district rivals are now non-district rivals. And I hope they keep this game going every year. VK, who you got?
I love that they continue this game. You know what I'm saying? I hope they do continue this one. It's going to be a good game, close one. John Ehret really played much, much better after the mistakes that they made more than anything else. And you see some signs that John Curtis is going to be A-okay. You know what I'm saying? I think they're going to be ready to go.
Who? John Curtis. Be
John Ehret. Thank you, brother. John Ehret. My bad. The John Ehret Patriots. I mean, for them, I think they're going to be just fine. I think Coach Willie Brooks is going to have that team ready to go. But I think the Owls make some huge adjustments in the second half. A loaded Chalmette Owls team. Give me the Owls.
George Peppers. This is your alma mater we talking about.
I know, and I think Coach Sam if I go the wrong down there.
It was meant for Coach Sam not to hear what George Peppers had to say since his T-Move internet kicked in again.
I think the Chalmette people they kicked in.
They weren't ready to play last week, John Ehret. You could tell by the execution of what they did offensively. The special teams was a mistake. Too many mistakes. They gave Brother Martin too many points. They're going to have to amp it up this week and get it better. And yeah, Willie Brooks will get a good football team that could do a lot of damage. Give me the Owls.
Fellas, Instagram has spoken. 52% to 48%. They got John Ehret. As of now, they have John Ehret. I think John Ehret will learn a lot from this game, and they will be better from this game. I think this game will be a very close ball game. I think this is a game where John Ehret will learn how to win moving forward. Some kind of way they lose a tough one to Chalmette, and I mean it's a tough loss, but they're gonna learn how to win moving forward, which will make them better because John Ehret will be a better team this season without a doubt. But good test for them. Chalmette very close, maybe a game-winning field goal. VK, I don't know.
I can deal with that. I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Definitely. So we all have the Chalmette Owls and Coach Sam going to tell Coach Willie Brooks, man, them dudes pick the Owls.
That means we're gonna win. Let's go.
All right. I saw this. I saw this game was to be played on a Saturday and on a Friday on this publication that has the list of games. They had them Friday and Saturday, so I don't know which game is on. But it's South Plaquemines at Higgins. Who you got, VK?
Battle of the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
The blue and gold and the blue and silver. I'm gonna go with the guys in the blue and silver.
What silver South Plaquemines got?
They do have silver in their It's silver or gray, one of the two.
Well, it's navy blue and baby blue. That's what it is.
It's a dominant blue.
It's all blue and white. I don't know what silver he talking about.
Well,
maybe it's a silver lining. Maybe there's a silver lining. I don't know.
Silver lining. Yeah, there's a silver lining in there.
See?
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Whatever. I'm gonna go with South Plaquemines getting it done. Close game, but they get it done. They pull away.
George?
You want to see Emmanuel Powell do well at Higgins, but I think there's a lot of questions that have to be answered there. South Plaquemines on the precipice of a potential repeat with loud feet, and Roderick Parker, I think, is going to be that dude this year for them, fifth-year quarterback. He's going to be that guy. Give me the South Plaquemines Hurricanes to knock the Higgins off.
Sit up, bruh. Sit up.
Oh,
you hear me? Yeah, there you go. Good job. Now, moving forward. Instagram has spoken. 74% to 26 South Plaquemines. And I'm going South Plaquemines as well. I got South Plaques, George. Now,
All right, I got it.
young audience charter school at West St. John. VK, who you got? A lot of talk about young audience being a better team this year. A lot of talk about West St. John going for a deep playoff run.
Young audiences and Dennis Christopher, I think they're gonna
What's up, Coach
really
Valdez?
they're gonna try and prove that last year was not a fluke with the big victory they had against West St. John. They're expected to they'll be ready to go, but I think West St. John will get the job done. West St. John will get payback. West St. John over young audiences.
Peppers.
West St. John. Young audience with the win last year. I think West St. John got caught by the elements of surprise. It was young audience's first game as a varsity program in that game. And West St. John, the unexpected. It happened. Lessons learned. Rams win solidly.
Do I have that one on here? Let me see. Yep, I do. Who? 51% to 49%. West St. John. I got West St. John getting revenge. I think West St. John felt as if that's a game they were supposed to win and it didn't happen. I got West St. John getting revenge. Give me West St. John. All right, moving on. Peppers and Jones. North DeSoto at Union Parish. Who you got, Jones?
Oh man, interesting ball game. Could be a trap game for North DeSoto, but I'm gonna go with North DeSoto getting it done. Close game against Union Parish.
George Peppers.
Coach Spatafor thrives in games like this. Against teams that are high octane that could get it up and down the field. He prides himself on games in this spot. And your guy at North DeSoto, I think he's a junior this year, right? The quarterback?
I think he's a senior.
Senior this year.
Senior this year?
Yep.
Is do or die this year for North DeSoto, I think. What I mean is, can they get to the Dome and win it? Potentially. But we're talking about week one and a team in Union Parish that likes to pound the rock up the gut. They don't throw it. I don't think they believe in throwing the ball. So it's a matter of which tempo gets established. Give me Union Parish at home. I think their running game will do enough to win.
Okay. Give me North DeSoto and Luke Delafield. Give me North DeSoto with the win. We're going back to Lafayette, fellas. Karen Crow at STM. VK, who you got?
Oh man, this is another rivalry renewed. Karen Crow trying to establish something this year, trying to, this year you got who is that, the quarterback? We don't know if he's going to be play quarterback or not, but
From
we'll
what
see.
I saw, Chance Babineau is not the starting quarterback.
Interesting. But he's going to be a factor in the game. But STM, I think they're coming back with a vengeance this year. Give me STM.
George?
I'm going to go with St. Thomas More as well. I think it's a close game, though, and the fact that Babineau's not playing quarterback is what swings me to the home side. St. Thomas More and Cole Bergeron get it done.
95% to 5% STM. I got STM as well. Hey, Austin, don't start that, man. Don't start that STM song, bro. Don't bring that memory back, bro. Man. No, man. Y'all know I don't like that song. And whenever I hear that song being played somewhere, man, that memory hits.
He can't stand.
I cannot.
It's funny. He can't stand the song. Head. I love the song, and actually they use that as the Nunez Community College home run theme. Every time they hit a home run, you hear that music. So he don't like it, but I understand why he don't like it. It's bad memories for him because I popped that song one time. I ain't never seen a man like that get so amped and mad. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, is that serious?
Yeah, that song was that serious. And
it was that serious.
We laid in the Dome. The Dome not gonna play it. They had their speakers on the sideline playing that song.
We heard that, and George see the look on his face. I was like, no, they playing it. I can't believe it. Oh my God. I said, wow, dog.
We moving on.
Narco, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta love it.
Calicut, New Iberia, at Vermilion Catholic. Who winning, VK?
Vermilion Catholic and Catholic New Iberia. That's a
Two
hell of a
state
matchup.
champions that's playing
Two
each other.
state champion. That one of a few of those matchups this week. That's awesome. Close ball game. Vermilion Catholic lost a lot of people, but they still are talented. But I'm gonna go with this veteran Catholic New Iberia team that could have a chance to go back to back this year. Give me Catholic New Iberia.
Pepis.
So this is a game that will be the Under the Lights game of the week Friday night. They will be there to do this game on Jordan Taylor's channel. I'm just looking at Kenny's response to Alston. Yes, indeed. Is that true, sir? That you sing the
Hell
song in
no.
private when no one's around?
Hell no.
Not a chance, huh?
Not a chance at all. Sing that
No.
goddamn song.
So it's
Crazy.
Bravo Sierra, right? I got you. As far as this game, it's two champions, as you mentioned, two defending champions, Catholic and New Iberia, and Jeffrey Mitchell. I don't know if you're watching. Uh, you know,
Womp.
he was,
Womp. I
huh?
see you, baby. Go ahead.
But I think the road team gets it done here. I think it's gonna be a fascinating football game, but I think Catholic and New Iberia gets it done.
Instagram has spoken. 57% to 43%. Vermilion Catholic, they're going with. I am not. I'm going with Catholic of New Iberia to win that game. Moving to our next game, we have 3 games left. Notre Dame at Southside. Woo! This could be a fast moving clock here, man. All this option veer running. VK, who you got?
You're right about that because Louis Cook's still at Notre Dame and still cooking success. Consistency at Notre Dame, one of the greats. I think he's going to have his team ready to go, but Southside is just going to be a little bit too much. Give me the Southside, the Southside.
Okay, go ahead, George.
And Jess Curtis is the coach at Southside. Let's just understand that. He's a solid coach, has won a lot. He won a couple of titles at many. Trying to replicate that success at Southside. We'll see how that goes. Notre Dame, you got the venerable, timeless Lewis Cook. Good matchup. I'm debating which way to go. I'm going to go with the home side as well. I'm going to go with Southside.
Instagram has spoken. 72% to
Notre Dame.
28%. Notre Dame.
Yeah.
They got Notre Dame, but guess what?
Wow.
I ain't going with them. I'm going with the Southside. Yes, who I'm going with. Southside Sharks, baby. Going with the Sharks. We're going to stay right there in that Lafayette area.
And they opened a new stadium as well. So big ups to the Southside.
That's right. New stadium. Yes. Kenny says Southside by a field goal. Okay. All right.
What would be surprised? It might be close.
I won't be either. The game be over in an hour and 45 minutes. Ruston at Acadiana. Ruston. State runner-ups last year. Brantley's gone. Joshua Brantley's gone. But you still have a talented team. Acadiana, brand new head coach, but still running the same system offensively. All right, VK, who you got?
This is a coin toss here. This is a coin toss game because of the situations you have with both teams. The biggest thing about Acadiana, the advantage they'll have is to do what they can to keep Ruston off the field. That's the big advantage that they'll have, especially they can keep Ruston off the field. Close ball game. You know what? It might come down to this for our picks. I'm gonna go with the Wrecking Rams, getting it done. Close game.
George Pepper.
When you have a game of teams that are similar in talent, I'm gonna go with the team that's got the proven commodities. Ruston has to break in a new quarterback. They do still have a talented team, but our last impression of Ruston was not very good. They got bageled in the Superdome against Central. Looked completely outclassed in that game. Now you got a brand new quarterback, and on the road, Acadiana, tough place to win. I'm going with the home team as well. I'm going to side with VK, which might not be a great proposition, but in this case, it might be. I got Acadiana as well.
Instagram has spoken. 68% to 32%.
Ruston
Bearcats And the starting quarterback, he started 2 games last year because Joshua Brantley was hurt.
Right.
He won those 2 games.
He
I'm
did.
going with Rustin to come on down and get the win over Acadiana. Give me the Rustin Bearcats. And now we get to our last pick of the night. Algiers, stand up. Because Marrero is coming into town, Algiers. Jefferson Parish, West Bank Pride, Archbishop Shaw, traveling to the West Bank of Orleans Parish, Algiers, Louisiana, also known as Algiers, America, home of the Edna Carr Cougars. Both teams are defending state champs. Something got to give. VK, who's winning this game?
For the second time ever, Berman Stadium hosting a battle of the state champions. They did that in 2015 as Carl hosted Landry Walker. So that was amazing in itself. But Carl went on to win this game. Shaw, I think Hantier is going to have them ready to go. But I think the Carl Cougars is going to be too much going into this opener here, celebrating celebrating with the team, all that stuff. Fans gonna be there ready to go. Should be a standing room only crowd. I got the Carl Cougars.
Hey George, sit up, bro. Sit.
I am.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay.
No, you're not.
As far as this game goes, Carl won this.
Moving on. He can't fool me. He got a whole lean like this. And then he put the phone close. Your wall is all off. You can't fool me, man. I know when you laying down. Look at him now. Look at the wall is now. Look at him. You think he's slick. Go ahead, George Peppers.
I'm gonna do it like that. Watch. I'm gonna turn it. No, I'm gonna do like a. Oh, okay. I can't say anything bad, but last year, remind me, Carr won this game 48-24, right? At Zimmerman. You were there, JB, for that game.
47-21, I think.
47-21. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sorry. But Shaw offensively is a team in transition. I do want to see what your running back, DeAndre Franklin, brings. I like what I saw from him in the Jamboree. St. Aug was the better team then, but he never went down at first contact. A lot of those hits he took when they gave him the ball, he didn't go down on first contact. That shows me he's got some toughness, and he's brand new. The offense in and of itself is in transition, but Shaw runs into trouble with teams that are mobile quarterbacks. And Coulon is that last week. I think Carr has the measure this week, and I think they get their championship defense off to a rousing start at home. Carr.
Instagram has spoken 84% to 16%. Edna Carr.
Yep.
But let me tell y'all something.
Uh-oh.
Tell y'all something right quick. You heard me? Listen to me real good.
The pride's coming.
Edna Carr might be looking forward to American heritage. Looking past
get
Shaw.
out of here. Stop it.
Looking past Shaw. And guess what? Shaw coming to Algiers. They coming, baby. They coming to Algiers. And they coming and get that upset. And the whole state can be like, yo, Shaw beat Edna Carr. Yeah, it's happening. Get ready. The Shaw Eagles defeat the Edna Carr Cougars. Book it. Sometime in the future. Edna Carr gets the win.
All right, Corso.
He put a Corso over this bug.
Edna Carr.
Lee Corso in the house.
Edna Carr gets the win over Archbishop Shaw. And ladies and gentlemen, those are our picks.
Alumni's gonna get Friday.
Oh man,
where's JB?
Kenny, I've never voted. They pick Carr. I don't vote on that. I don't vote.
You post a poll, right?
Yeah, it's on Instagram.
Okay.
In the stories.
Do everybody vote? Do everybody in the audience who with the comments? Are y'all part of the votes too? Y'all voting?
Hey, look, somebody just voted for Shaw. Yeah. How you like that?
They're coming back.
Long way to go. Long way to go. All right, everybody. That is our show for tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in. We want y'all to tune in tomorrow night as we will broadcast Bonneville taking on Sophie B. Wright at 7 o'clock. All right. Pre-game gonna start right around 6:45. Also join us Saturday as St. Augustine hosts McDonald 35. We're rocking with 7 o'clock right now, but we've heard 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock. So just tune in at 5:45 in case the game starts at 6. All right.
I had got confirmation from the athletic director from St.
Ryan
Augustine.
Sims.
He said 7.
I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about. I'm fitting right.
Who's posting
I'm
6
still
o'clock
right.
though?
Wait, what?
Who's saying that it's at 6 though?
My good friends at Crescent City Sports. They posted 6 o'clock.
Oh, I gotcha.
So, VK was told from Coach Dag 6 o'clock, and I was like, no, St. Our schedule says 7 o'clock, and that's what I went with. And there we have it. All right, 7 o'clock it is, but just check at 5:45. If we not up and running yet, then y'all know it's not starting at 6. All right, quickly, guys, last words. I'll let George Peppers go.
Good weekend of football tomorrow night with VK's favorite team, the Cowboys. I'm just kidding when I say that. Give homage to Grambling University. They're going to go to Columbus this weekend and play Ohio State. They're going to get paid $1 million for them. And I'm a big supporter of HBCU schools stateside and all over. And I'm good for Grambling that they're taking this game. They might get blown out. They probably will. What does it matter? They're getting $1 million to help their budget. Good on Grambling. Full weekend of football, VK. How else do you like it? College, well, prep tomorrow night. Collegiate Saturday, prep Saturday night, and the NFL on Sunday. It's a feast, and it starts this week.
Yeah, NFL tomorrow, Friday, and Sunday.
Yeah, Friday, the Brazil game, Chargers and the Chiefs.
Yep.
Wow. Man, but I tell you, man, another great week of shows. Great week of shows. We got a lot more next week with some big time potential guests and stuff like that, man. We hash out show game of the week. I'm very, very excited of what we're about to do going forward. I cannot wait to game 1 tomorrow. That we're gonna bring you the action of Sophie B. Wright and for Bonnable. So we're looking forward to bringing that game in Saturday night as well.
Okay.
Big weekend all around in football, and also to me, a weekend of no let down Saturday. No let down Saturday. Tulane, LSU, Florida State. You on the clock, baby.
Sit,
No let down Saturday.
Fluke
sit
State, you
tight,
mean?
Trey.
Not,
Sit tight, Trey. We coming. Go ahead and finish, bro.
Yeah. No let down Saturday. That's what I call it, man. Because you know how it is when you have a big win next week. All of a sudden,
hold
people
on.
start to play rusty. Not this
Hold on.
weekend, buddy. No let down
Hold on.
Saturday. We need
This
you.
is the definition of a letdown. Florida State. You know who they play this weekend, JB? East Texas A&M. Not Texas A&M. East Texas A&M. That ain't no letdown. LSU, Louisiana Tech. That ain't no letdown. They're going to dog walk both. Those games are going to be absolute dog walks. Tulane, South Alabama, sneaky. So yeah, Tulane's got to be on their P's and Q's this weekend. I think they get it done though.
All right. We're not going to count this game because I didn't have it on the list, but Coach Trey is saying, how about them Kennedy Cougars? They got to go to Scotlandville. So we're not counting, but go ahead. Who you think win? You think Kennedy beat Scotlandville, VK?
I think Kennedy will get. I think Kennedy gets it done. It's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a really good game against Scotland. I think they'll get it done. Close game.
All right, George.
They do have to break in a lot of new skill, right? Amari Donsberg's gone. Good times gone. A lot of talent got graduated. Scotlandville has measured them up. They beat them already once 2 years ago. Kennedy got them back last year. This is the rubber match. But to go with the, I know it's not going to count, but I'm going to go with the road team as well. I'm going to go Kennedy close.
I don't think they beat them 2 years ago.
What was it? 2 years? Well, yeah, it was 2 years ago.
No, it wasn't. They lost to West Jeff 2 years ago, I believe, but they didn't.
No, not Kennedy.
Yeah.
West Jeff did not beat Kennedy.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did. Yes, they
They
did.
did. West Jeff?
Kennedy missed a game-winning field goal.
Hold up, Austin. They're not beating Michigan. I'm taking all bets right now. They are not beating Michigan Saturday. Stop it.
I got Kennedy as well. I thought the game with 35 would have been a little closer, and Kennedy charged them toys up, and the offense was kind of clicking a little bit. So
you should have seen the film on that stuff, man. I mean,
I saw the highlights.
oh
I was
my God,
like, whoa.
that should be a regular season matchup because my goodness, the intensity before the game, whoa, bruh.
Hey, it's all good. All right, fellas. That is it. Y'all gave y'all last words. Tune in tomorrow and Saturday, everybody. For VK Jones, for George Peppers, I am JB, the sports guy. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow, tune in Saturday. Then the boot breakdown on Sunday. Y'all can catch right here on JB, the sports guy. Y'all take care. Bucks Know Is was the place to go as a kid growing up to get snowballs. As an adult now, it is still the place to go. When you want some of the best snowballs and some of the best customer service, Bucks Know is the place. Now, excuse me, let me get back to my half grape, half pink lemonade snowball. Bucks Know Is, located at 1508 Barataria Boulevard in Marrero, Louisiana. Hey, parents and coaches, want your young athlete to go far on and off the field? Kumon of Gretna is the place for you. Whether it's reading plays or calculating scores, early literacy and math skills teach focus, discipline, and decision making. Give your student athlete the edge. Start early, start smart at Kumon of Gretna.
If you're looking for the best pizza in Metro New Orleans, then you're in the right place. Moe's Pizza has a great selection of Italian food that can satisfy your appetite, and they can also cater to your needs in any event. Give them a call at 504-341-9650 or log on to www.moespizzanola.com, located at 1112 Avenue H in West Wego, Louisiana. Moe's Pizza, Italians do it better.
I'm Coach Ramirez L-Page, the head football coach at John F. Kennedy High School, and you watching the Hash It Out Show.
Thank you for watching the Hash It Out Show. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.